What's up, everyone? We're back with more of the Nashville Predators GMO. I'm in a really weird spot right now. We're gonna go up to the All-Star game in this episode. See who makes the All-Star game. Probably no one, because our team has been awful this season. We've actually lost quite a few games out of the last few too. Very inconsistent again. I'd like some more consistency out of this team, considering the level of players that we have. I'd like them to score a little bit more too, because they've not really been doing that this year. Not very good production out of our top line. It's just, I don't understand it. Like, other people, you'll see these great GM modes. They're very successful no matter what they do. They're always winning games and stuff. And then, or getting point production and stuff. I don't understand why, I can't get that to happen. It never works for me for some reason. We'll see how things go. So here's Ottawa going on here. Brassard doing well for them again. I'm kind of drab right now. Been a little bit tired all of a sudden. Like 2 or 3 minutes before I started recording this. This is our last game before the trade deadline too. So let's see where Chicago's at. Still way ahead of us in the standings. But we can make up the points right here if we get a win. We lost to Chicago again. We keep losing to Chicago, man. It's freaking ridiculous. Our top line looks to be producing again, so that minor change that I made in the last episode might have done just enough to put Duchesne and Ben back to productivity for our team, which I'm happy about. So it works really well for us. I don't know what I'm even saying right now, so I'm just gonna shut up. Oh, you know what I didn't look at though? Is I didn't look at Nedved's stats. Which I should probably look at. Matt Murphy. Alright, All-Star game. Whoops. Blue. We'll check the blue team. I don't know why they're still the blue team. Alright, so somehow Matt Duchesne made the top line. I don't know how. Gaudreau, Duchesne, Kane, Hall, Little Tarasenko, Smith, Vincourt, Toffoli, Nichushkin, Domi, Edom. Maybe they take into account fan voting or something. Polka, Doughty, Mueller, Brody, Gardner, and Franzen not on our team anymore, so it doesn't really matter. Sittler and Allen starting the All-Star game. They've had a really good season so far. Yeah, Jake Allen's probably going to win the Vezina, which it seems really random. He doesn't have a lot of wins, though, so maybe he doesn't have as many games played. Or St. Louis might just be a bad team. That's also possible. Where is Ville Polk up there in points? Okay. As long as Foley's up there. After the first two, it's really close between everyone. St. Louis is okay. They're actually really close to us. Alright, we're just going to sim a ton of games. We need to start taking more games to overtime. If we're going to lose, stop losing in regulation so much. It's nice that we're winning in overtime, but it's not helping us out I don't know. It's weird. We lose a lot of games in regulation. That's just the way it always is. Besides that 1 year when we got top seed. Which I think was year 1. But I'm not 100% sure. Alright, Matt Murphy's back for the minor league team. I'm gonna scratch, you can put Harding in. Tierney. Never turned in anything. Jack Campbell for a first. Why would I do that? That's stupid. What kind of trade is that? Alright, so actually Minnesota has the same amount of points as us, I think. Alright, we won. Big game right there to win. Sidney Crosby and the Pittsburgh Penguins now, they're picking it up a little bit after a kind of weak start. I remember they were just about 500 earlier. Now they're a little bit over 500, good bit. But hopefully we can win anyway. Not a super important game because it's an Eastern Conference matchup, but does not mean I want to lose. I guess it's going to stop the sim in a really stupid spot. So let's check what Nedved did so far this season. I don't think he's played a whole lot, but easing him into the NHL is probably a better way anyway. We played him in playoff games last year, but other than that, he doesn't have a whole lot of exposure in terms of playing at all. 1.66, he's 6-6 though, so he's not getting the wins, which might mean he's not getting the goal support. He's at 3 shutouts in 13 games, 12 of which were decisions. 943 save percentage. That's really good. Let's just do a quick checkup. So Shane and Ben have actually picked it up nicely. Alright, so that top line's starting to produce. They're producing at a very good pace right now. Ben is not the sniper I thought he would be, but he's getting a lot of assists, which is kind of how he played in real life this year, even though he's listed as a sniper. So he could get back up to that 72 point total. I'm happy with the top line now. It was before when they were totally not producing. Like just stagnant, like the non-sexual equivalent of flaccid. Whatever. I didn't see if we actually won right there. Doesn't look like it. Harleyuk is back, so let's get that going. Or switch him up here. I keep forgetting to do that too. I want to check how everyone's doing. In the AHL. I'm kind of all over the place this video, I apologize for that, but I know what we need to get done, so. Alright. Check forwards again. SHL. Russia, I think we checked already. Dub. We might go back to the dub. I'll actually go back to the Q. Guess we're going to stick with the Canadian leagues again this year. I say that again as if we did before. Actually, we lost to the Penguins. Alright, so stats. Player stats in the AHL. Alright, Mangia, Payne, Griffith, Harleyuk, Watson, Deberncat, Pollock. Where's the other guy? Did I pass him? Center. Pollock, yeah. No, not Pollock. Harding, yeah, there we go. 18 points in 41 games. Not a bad total, certainly. He's playing in between two snipers who are producing, so they're not really taking the points away from him, but they're producing, and that's a positive influence to have around him. They're veteran players. They've been in the AHL for a while. But alright, Montreal right now. Looks like that one guy's not having a very good year so far. Alright, 2-3 win. Oh, Nashville player is out for a month. Okay. Not a huge issue. We can deal with it. Alright. Toronto here. Hopefully we can beat them. Kessel's a 30 goal scorer. Oh, not that was a regulation loss, I think, too. Like Tyler MacArthur's back. We're not a very good team, like at all. Valatenko, goodbye. MacArthur back in. You might have been very productive during that stretch, but I do not really need you at this point. Sorry. Jack Kent, I don't want your fucking stupid goalie. I don't want to give up a first-round pick. We have good goalies already. We don't need you to send us stupid trades that are unnecessary. Alright, 3-2 win right there. Production's definitely been picked up. Alright, so top line's picking it up. It's definitely very evident. We haven't been winning as many games lately, but you know, that'll come in time, I guess. Winnipeg is an awful team. Let's beat them handedly. Alright, 3-1 win. Not exactly what I wanted, but it still worked pretty well. Anaheim here. They're not doing so hot. It's going to be a low-scoring game, I feel like. Alright, 4-2. I guess it's not. Alright, their goaltending's really good. We just seem to always beat it. I don't think we're going to win the division this year. I honestly don't. We're not making up enough ground on Chicago at this point. We also can't beat Chicago when we play them. I want to check that. I'm going to go right up to the trade deadline. Like, next to it, but not to it quite yet. Oh, we're actually like 2 points out, but it's really close. And we're only like 5 points out of the President's Trophy lead. So, we're 2 weeks away. We can sim right up here to about March 1st. It's 2 weeks. And then we'll do stats, see where we're standing, see if we can buff the team at all. Oh, that's a good trade if it wasn't for Harding, who I just drafted. What's Foligno doing anyway? I could use him as like a super third liner. Oh, he's listed as a second line forward still. He got two-way forward. He has 36 points so far. I would have put him on the third line as like a super third liner who could be a really good physical player and defensive player, and he could play with. Oh no, that would bump Hoffman down. No, we don't need Nick Foligno now. I like Hoffman in that role of third line scorer. Foligno would be nice if we like. Oh, he's only out for like 2 games. Foligno, or maybe even not 2 games. Foligno would be nice if we had an opening on the third line, but we really don't. Sorry, bud. Maybe some other GM mode. Actually, next year's GM mode, because I'm doing Columbus next year. I don't know. I'm going back and forth. I feel like doing. I was gonna do the McDavid team, but at the same point, I feel like doing any team that has like McDavid or Eichel is gonna be the popular thing to do. We've outscored opponents by +10 the last 2 games. I guess it's having the offensive defenseman on the top line. I want to see what his stats are. But yeah, I feel like doing the 6 points in 14 games. I feel like doing the doing Eichel and McDavid is the popular thing, and I don't necessarily want to do that. Like, I want to kind of do my own unique little thing, but I also feel like Columbus is going to be overdone this year too. So it's kind of going back and forth. I'm not going to start my GM mode until a couple weeks after the game it comes out anyway. So, I mean, I might start a little short one, but I don't think I'll do anything that's super extended period of time. I don't know though. It's all dependent on how the next year's game works. We lost right there. This is our first loss in a while. 1 more week to go. We won 3 out of 4 games that week. No, I don't want this trade. I'm not gonna look at the standings, but we won 7 games in a row before we lost, and before that we even we won 8 of 9. 8 of the last 9 games we've won, which is nice. So we'll sim the next 4 games. That'll put us at the trade deadline. And then from there, we're going to have about 15, 16 games left to go. Andrew Rankin is leading the Detroit Red Wings, but they're not a good team still. They're in contention for the #1 pick again. So let's see if we can beat them. They have Andre Schuster, too. He's pretty good. Sim the game already. Oh, we lost 5-1. Jesus. Not good. Alright, St. Louis now, not a good team either. Let's see if we can beat them. Oh, alright, 4-1 win, nice. Divisional game too, so we got a lot of points. Or we took points away from them, and they were doing really good too. So Calgary now, the top team in the NHL, is a good matchup. We need to win right here. We can pass them or we can tie with them for the President's Trophy lead if we win this game. And we won it. Alright, nice. Nice. We're getting hot at the right time in the regular season. But don't blow this game against the Sharks. Alright, a 5-1 win. So we are on fire. We're scorching hot right now after that 2-game winning streak. So since the All-Star break, we have won 1 and 2 overall. Like, I'm not going to do. So we're 1 and 2. 3 and no, we're not 1 and we're 1 and 1. 3 and 3. 6 and 3. 9 and 4, 11 and 5. So we're 12 and 5 since the trade deadline, which is a really good record. And Varlamov, I think, has played a big part in that too. Yeah, he's top 5 in goals against and save percentage again. We're not up there for any of. We're not up there for any. I saw this in Nashville where it says Ovechkin at the bottom, but then I was like, that's not possible. And no one's gonna be up there for personal stats because that change I made in the mid-season's really saved us because we are now the top team in the NHL points-wise by 1 point over the Vancouver Canucks, and Chicago's actually fallen down to 3rd, and they're in danger of falling even further from Colorado. So I don't think the team needs to be touched. We'll look at that's not it. That's not it. We'll look at team stats, team standings, and stuff like that. So, all right, we're not due for regression. Our point percentage is the highest in the NHL. Goals for is 11th, so that's really picked up. Goals for is first by a mile. Point power play 16th, so that's gotten slightly better. Penalty kill 6th, which is good because we're usually bad. And our home record continues to be good, and we're 8-2 in our last 10. I'm really happy with that. So actually, we'll look at since that 7-game winning streak is probably a better indication than the All-Star break. So 2-1, 5-1, 8-2, 7-3. We're 8-3. Okay, so that's about the same. So we'll look at individual players now. I feel like Ben and company have really picked up. We probably should have made Jamie Benn the alternate over Craig Smith, thinking about it now, since he was a captain in Dallas, but whatever. I just can't wait for the NHL playoffs. I'm so excited. Hold on. Alright, so Duchesne, Ben, Forsberg, all producing really well. Kucherov's up there too, Johnson. Shea Weber's having a really good year. Nold's having an excellent year as well. Definitely that goal scoring is showing. Konechny's kind of disappointed. I expected a big jump from her, kind of a step forward this year. Craig Smith's having an excellent year. At 31, he's still producing. He's actually going to end up with more points than last year, maybe more points than 2 years ago. Seth Jones has 25, about on pace for normal. Devontae Smith-Pelly's got 18. That's good for him. Chaddock. Hoffman only has 16. That's kind of disappointing. I expected a little bit more out of him. Tom Wilson's got 16. He's a +7, so that's nice. Chason, 16. Edmondson, 16. Sean Day with 14. But he's really there for defense, so that's hopefully he's contributing very well in that respect. He's not really there for his offense. He's only got 77 passing. MacArthur's 9 points. Sekech has 6 in 4 games, and Valatenko has 6 in 14. So goalies. Nevin's played in 18 games, 179 goals against, 8-8. So he's not really winning, but he's still doing very well. 93.8 save percentage, 3 shutouts. And Varlamov's only 1 shutout, but 9.22 save percentage. He is 30-17 and a 2.31 goals against. So that's very good, very very good. So next episode we are going to handle the trade deadline. See you then.